Welcome back, everyone, to Yankee Lanes in Keene, and your host, Jeff Barton, who's adding $1,000 to our 2023 Yankee Lanes Doubles Open. We are here in the round of 8. It is an eliminator format, single game. It's not Baker. It's a single game total of the two bowlers. And Gas, we're down to the round of 8. We're using lanes 5 through 12 over on our left side here. And then we'll be moving over just using 9 through 12 for the semis, and then we'll have the finals on 13 and 14. We'll go through the teams. Anyway, Bruce Hall here with you, along with Brian Gaskell. Hey, Gas.
Hey, Bruce.
Welcome back. And seeing some teams getting some scores. The cut went up to 427 for just one game. For when the overall cut for 4 games was only 14 over, so definitely the scores are going up.
And there was 1, 2, 3, 4. There was like 5 teams like 470 and up. So there was a couple teams.
So you're seeing some numbers.
3 teams really whacked it. Yeah.
So with all the oil that's out there, you're certainly not talking about something that's going to break down in the front or things like that. So
no, but you can see the righties are definitely migrating left now and using that spot where we've all been playing all day long and bouncing off now. That wasn't there all day. It's there now.
And again, this is a re-oil. Since there's only 24 lanes and we run three on a lane, we re-oil in between qualifying squads and go straight into the finals on the burn. So we are now on the burn here. So let's go through the teams. Ian Fitzpatrick, Tyler Perry are still in. They're our lead high qualifier at 294 over. Chris Soule, Bill Webb still in. Stephen Dale Jr., Kevin Tebow in. Hey, now that Danny Koo has won, the onus is really on Tebow to pull out a win, right?
All the guys,
so hopefully, and I couldn't,
First
that
it was,
couldn't happen.
Aaron and Steven, and then Danny, and now Kevin. So he's got to.
It's time. Well, if anybody can take him over the finish line, it's Dale. So good for him, Stevie Wheel. So Mike Clausen and John Kirk are still in. Matt Brockett, and Chris Monroy still in. They're on our feature pair here on 11 and 12, and that's Chris kicking things off. In fact, Nate Clark and Ditto Fitzpatrick are still in. Our defending champions, Justin Barcombe and John Wilbur, they were the cut last time at 427. And Sean and Eric Kilborn are also on our feature pair here. That was Ian Fitzpatrick right there on lane 10. And he whacked it. We have a little of extraneous activity here over in the high end of the house that Ian called out after he made a shot. But here's Kevin here. Let's see Kevin's pretty deep. He's way in. Unfortunately, threw it through the break and goes 210 there. It is one of our custom patterns. Gas, 42 feet, 4.5 to 1, 34.9 mils. I'll say it again, 34.9 mils. That's a lot. That's a big number.
That is a lot.
I was out on tour in Jackson, and the average mils were about 22, 23. So needless to say, the heads were going fast. Things were very tricky and changed incredibly quickly. In fact, I bowled in Hammond. They put out one of the easiest shots I'd ever bowled on. They were walled up. I shot almost 800 for my first 3. And then what happened is it had changed every game. It would move on the left. It would move a board or two. So the right, it was crazy. People get back on this amount of oil and they're like, wow, what a pleasure. In fact, Andrew bowled on this last night on Chicopee and said it was a pleasure to bowl on it, because he finally had enough oil that he's not fighting the heads. The thing, it holds up. So.
There was still hook. It wasn't like it wasn't.
Yeah, it was hook when you didn't want it.
No, that's probably true.
And there's Eric Kilborn spinning one off to the lefty mixer.
So it's curious to see what happens this round on 11 and 12, because the scores on 11 and 12 were bad last round, right?
They were not good. Neither team made it.
Let's see if anybody on 11 and 12 can figure this out. If anybody can, Chris Monroy can.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Neither team on 11 and 12 made it.
He finished second last week up in Maine to Arturo. Monroy bowled really good.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good for him. This is the missed, right?
The match play
64
bracket,
match play, yeah. Great tournament.
He's bowling good, Chris.
And Chris, once again, Chris scoring. He's out there every day after work at Auburn practicing. I know I'm there seeing him. There's Tyler Perry, who's got a great look on this. Crushed it. Yeah, I didn't find, as I moved in, I was looking for just a little bit of push through the front, a little bit of hole, a little bit of forgiveness. Didn't find any. As much as there was, there wasn't really anything to hold the ball back. You kind of got what you were. So. Do you know Sean and Eric, the Kilburn? guys?
They're from here.
Do you know these guys? They're from here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they throw it very similar. Turns out.
Sean made a deep run either last year or the year before with his partner. I forget who he was bowling with, but
Did
he
he?
came
Okay.
close to winning this.
Okay.
Either one of the last 2 years. I don't remember which one, but
Okay. I just saw Mike Clausen flag a 10-pin, which is very rare for him to do.
he missed a 4-7 before that.
Did he?
The whole thing, yeah.
Oh, so he's
8 missed,
yeah,
9
he's got
missed,
2
yeah.
opens. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I caught that out of the corner of my eye way down in lane 5 earlier. He missed a 4-7 like by a lot too.
8 miss, 9 miss. That's not good. Not a good start. Again, it's eliminator. The top 4 teams advance by score. No match play.
Well, I think Sean Kilburn bowled with Garrett Wilson last year. They might have finished second to Wilbur.
Is that
Maybe
right?
that's. I want to. My memory's not what it used to be. I still remember tournaments from 1989 better than tournaments from.
I was gonna
But
say.
I know for a fact he made a deep run one of the last 2 seasons for sure. Since
Well,
I've been doing the stream with you.
Well, it's better than mine because when I finish the stream, it's just about out of my head. I'm sorry to say. That was right up the beak, and John Kirker just had an amazing blower 7. He gave him no luck there, and there is a flying Farkle for Ian Fitzpatrick.
I
That
lost
was
him last week
That
up
was
there.
a stand-up flying.
That was,
is that single elimination? That match
It
play?
is, but it's 2 games out of 3. So
2 out of 3. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
he got me game 3, 197 to 195.
I bet you that was sold out for a while, huh? Only 64 spots up there.
Well, yeah, it was, but they went through about 25 names on the waiting list the last.
Oh, did they
Week.
really? Okay.
Yeah, people drop out. And
Hey, Gas, we got to talk about the singles tomorrow. That's this is event number 998. Tomorrow's 999. Guess what's next month? August.
I'm guessing
19th,
1,000. Even I could do that
19th,
math.
August 20th, 1,000th tournament. Everybody, you got to sign up early. We are going to have a 2 o'clock squad on Saturday and a burn squad 6 o'clock squad on Saturday. Each of those squads will have $500 added money. And the way we're going to dole that money out is
I have a question already.
the 5 guys. Let me finish. The 5 guys that don't make the cut, those next 5 guys are each going to get a spot prize of $100, which you can use to either re-enter or a hotel room or whatever you want to do. So there you go.
I have a question already.
Sure. What's your question?
No, I look at. I'm a problem solver. I try and solve problems before they happen.
Sounds like you're trying to make a problem right now.
No, I'm not, because what I say is going to make sense to you when I say it.
Okay.
Because
go
we
ahead.
keep advertising the second squad as a burn squad.
Right.
But what if there's way more entries in the second squad than the first squad?
we thought about that. This is why we got to get people there for 2 o'clock. So that's why
But
you're.
what if
gonna
you don't?
That's why you're going to come bowl 2
I am
o'clock.
going 2 o'clock. But my
Good.
point is,
I'm
what
glad
if
to hear that.
what if there's twice as many entries in the second squad?
If it's that terrible, if it's really, really that terribly bad, we
Yes.
could go with a fresh squad at 6 o'clock. We could do it. It is possible because we'll have the lanes. Because what you're saying is we'd only use very few lanes
right.
for the 2 o'clock squad. If that's true,
That's
then
I
maybe we'll,
hope it's
we'll
full.
think about that.
I'm just
we
saying,
may,
what
we may
if?
make that spot call. It's
Got it.
possible we'll do that, but we don't want to. And, we'll run 3 on a pair, whatever we have to do to use the number of pairs we need to use to make
Got
an
it.
even burn squad.
That's
So-
all.
No, it's fair. No, well, Stephen Major brought that up too.
Because I said
other
something to him
people have
already.
said it.
No,
Other people have brought it up, and it's a
Yeah.
legitimate point because you can't have fresh mixed with burn, right? Because that's the problem with
No,
with
because
this
some people
issue,
are going to
right?
get
So
3 games on fresh and 2 games
You
on
can't do
burn,
it.
or vice versa.
You can't do it.
Right.
It's not even enough.
Not for that kind of money.
So
You
if
can't.
that happens, we reserve the right to run a fresh squad on 6 if we need to.
Got it.
How's that?
Fair.
Okay, there you go, buddy. See? Yes, the 1,000th tournament will be at Callahan's Bowl-O-Rama, Ricky. That's absolutely right. And it will be $7,000 total added money, $2,500 from the Callahan family, $2,500 from Lisa Callahan, and $2,000 from Tech Vision, and including $1,000 for those $500 spot prizes on Saturday. So a lot of added money, really nice prize list. We're expecting big-time entries. Gas, what's your over-under on the number of entries for that one, do you think? It's a regular
What do we say
There's-
we can fit 100 per squad?
can
Is that
fit
the-
100 per squad. That's your
100
max.
per squad. So
It's a
400.
40 lane house, 5 on a pair, right? That's 100 per squad. 20 pairs, 5 on a pair. We're not going 6. We're not doing it.
I am going to say 300 and
I like the 300 already. I like it.
347.
Whoa, that's aggressive. 347. Okay, mark it down.
Well, I think both squads on Sunday will be full. So that's 200 right there
Right.
in my mind.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I think you'll get 40 to 50 at 2 o'clock, and another 70 or 80 in the afternoon on Saturday. That's my guess. Like, that's right.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah, I believe that. I think you might be a little high. I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to say 320, but still, when's the last time you had a 300 entry NEBA? I'll tell you when. It was the 50th back in at Silver Lanes back in 10 years ago. And we had about 300 entries then. I forgot the exact number, and we have
one of the December tournaments in Brockton had over 300. There was a lot of added money in that one too.
Oh,
but I don't know
yeah,
if that was before or after the 50th. I'd have to look in the book.
Okay, but I know
there was
that,
one
I know
December
the
in
50th.
Brockton that would.
I don't think we added any squads for the 50th. We had a nice booklet. And we added. Oh, by the way, commemorative chamois for every first-time entry. Free chamois.
And then I'm going to go around after the live stream, and I'm going to collect about 40 of them, and I'm going to have a collection. Because
guess what? We made, how many chamois did we make? I have to look. We made 300 chamois.
Uh-oh.
I hope we run out.
Well, you don't have, no, you're not going to get 300 first-time entries.
Well, that's what I'm saying. First-time entry.
No.
Re-entries don't get another chamois. So, hey, I remember when NEBA had 400 entries. There was no re-entries.
I'm well aware.
This is back in the day. In fact, there's a podcast coming out next week early.
And you know what? Nobody asked what the pattern was before they got there either.
That's right.
Nobody
knew. That's right. Nobody knew. Now, Chris Monroy just slipped on that shot, but he's still got the front three anyway. So we'll have to check in on some of these matches. So, again, thanks so much to the Callahans for helping us celebrate our 1,000th event. We have postcards going out to everybody. That'll happen on Monday. We have, like I said, a podcast coming out with Litch and Webb. We got that. That'll be published next week sometime. That should be fun. Got the chamois in. Those are in. We're ready to go. And all the money's set, so we're pretty much there. We'll do a lot of social media promotion, guys, and try to get the word out of this thing. So hopefully we'll get some. It won't be for lack of knowing about it.
Did you send the press release out to like Wriggles and guys like that yet?
I have not yet. The reason we didn't do that, buddy, is because we didn't want to overshadow Jeff here. So we have not done anything yet with that, but that goes Monday. It's all ready to go, and I'll talk to all the different press folks.
Should maybe also reach out to Johnny Petraglia Jr. because he has a Facebook show that he does every week.
That's a good point.
And he seems to get some viewership. He's got an NEBA title. I'm sure he'd be glad to help.
That's great. I didn't know that.
He won it at doubles with Alex.
No kidding. That's interesting. I did
not know that. Johnny Petraglia Jr. has a NEBA title.
Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Won at doubles with Alex in East Providence.
Wow. No kidding.
So I'm sure he'd be glad to help.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So
well, I'm going down to Bud Moore's place down in Sterling, Virginia. I'm going to try to get on the PBA live stream and on Bull TV and talk about it down there. So we'll try to get some promotion there. I know I'm a member of IBMA, the Bowling Media Association. So I know a bunch of folks there will get it out too. So hopefully we'll get a lot of that. I mean, I don't know if we'll get a lot of, I don't think it'll be in Bowler's Journal, but, honestly, I'd rather have the online stuff and the live stuff there. So that's good. Maybe I'll tell Beef and Barnsey too. See if they've got any interest. Yeah, why not? So we'll get all those guys out there. So absolutely.
Packy's got 1 million viewers.
Yeah, Packy and Mitch Hoope.
Chris Forey, get on Packy.
Chris.
If you're still listening, get on Packy to promote on his channel.
Hopefully Chris is on the plane, so we'll see. And great shot there by Monroy, front four. Looking good. And here's Ian Fitzpatrick, front four. And Stevie Wheel, front four. Guess what? That was John Wilbur down on 7 and 8 for the front four. We've got the front five down on 5 and 6. So definitely seeing some scores here, and Ian could not get that 7 to go. Would not go out. So, yes, sir, Johnny Petraglia, one title. Look at you.
June 2012.
Wow. That's 13 years ago now. 11 years ago, sorry. Staff mathematicians.
Yep. Him and Alex, one of East Providence.
Good for them. Well, this should be quite the party there, Gas. Yeah, Andrew's going to bowl. He was going to bowl a regional, but he's decided to come and bowl. So we'll probably both be there for Saturday at 2. So maybe we should double the prizes for 2 o'clock.
Nice.
Compared to 6. based
not?
on the problem that you posed. What do you think about that?
Might
You know
not
what
be
we could do? We could do 150 squad prize on 2 and 50 on 6. What do you think about that? Just to promote 2 o'clock. It's all our option. We can do whatever we want. I'm not kidding. There might be something to think about because you're right. We definitely want to fill that 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
On Saturday. And the Callahans have given us the house for the whole day. They said you could add 3 squads on Saturday if you wanted to. So Ian Fitzpatrick squeaking out the 7-pin. Now Tyler went strike, open, double. So they're looking solid. Give me an over-under for this round, guess. Score.
Let's see. Last round was 427. It's going to go up from there. I'm going to say, I'm going to give it 443.
443. I'll take 442. I'll take the under.
What is this, the price is right?
I'll take the under.
Why do you go?
That's right.
$1?
Well, I got to be exactly right then.
Yeah.
I said I'll take 442 and under. I'll take the under.
Okay. All right. You got it.
There you go, Hawks. Come on. Chris Monroy going for 5 in a row here, as is Stevie Wheel on lane 9. And could go.
Monroy says 11 and 12 ain't tough. What are you guys
says,
talking
"What's
about?
this
There's nothing wrong with
nonsense
this
about
pair."
11 and 12. Good for him. Thanks, everybody, for checking in. Great to see you all on the live stream here. I know we've been having some issues with the internet. It's been intermittent, but it seems to be working now. So, hey, Denise Roth. Shout out to Denise. Hello. Nice to see you. Great shot there for Mr. Monroy. And Mark Roth's picture is on Chris's shirt. I'm not sure if you can see it, Denise. But he's definitely got the shirt with Mark's picture on it, which is very cool. Here's Stevie Wheel, lane 9, looking for 5. Throws it through the break.
You got that in a little bit, and I think it just...
I know, he ran the oil a little bit down, yeah. It's starting to play like a normal wet-dry shot now, honestly. You know. And Wilbur, after the front 3, leaves a 210 in an open. And Tyler Perry cannot triple up, so he's even. So these guys are about 25 over right now. So again, I'm saying it's going to be 42. So looking down at the Clausen-Wilbur, after Clausen goes open, he's come back with a double, and John Kirker has gone double, spare double with no open. So they're making it up. Oh, actually, no. Clausen, open, next 5. Sorry. Clausen goes open, right? Next 5. Yeah.
Whiff, whiff.
There you go. Whiff, whiff, next
sheet.
5. Whiff, whiff, sheet. There you go. Oh, good. Thank
Sol
you.
just left a smash 8-pin.
Thanks, Jake, for checking in. I'm glad the internet sounds good to you. We see some intermittent freezing here, and every now and then it says attempting to reconnect. And it's raining cats and dogs here. It still is. So that might be having some effect on our internet connection. So bear with us if there's any weirdness. All right, Kevin,
yeah, and as we told people before, we are hardwired in. It's not even like we're on a Wi-Fi signal. Like
yeah, we don't use. Yeah, we are connected to the internet.
But sometimes we're at the mercy of what the house, router gives us. But we do the best we can do to try and make sure it doesn't break up.
You'd be surprised how many times we get the house to reboot their router, and this is Chris Forey's big thing.
Yeah.
Because over time they just get slower. They get some bit rot in there, and the machines don't work so well, and you got to have them reboot their internet, and then it starts to work better. Here's Kilburn, couldn't make it happen. Week 10. And Kevin Tebow not doing himself any favors to win his first title. He's 26 under for 5 frames. And Stevie Wheel has got him covered, so they're even. But as we're saying, we're looking at probably a 430 to 440 cut at least gas right here. You got to believe
I would
anything
think so.
under 440, I can't believe you're going to make it. Here's Monroy looking for 6. Runs it up. Front 6, Chris Monroy. Very nice.
Uh-oh. Oh.
No worries.
I thought, I don't know, I didn't like this mannerisms there. I thought maybe missed it. He's a bit under the weather, Kevin. He told me earlier.
Is he?
Yeah, he's woke up sick.
Well, no better time to win your first title than when you're not feeling good then. That's how I'd say it. Hey, I threw 300 once with 102-degree fever at Bloomfield. You know, PBA. So, you know, it is possible. There's Kirker for a third one down in 5 and 6. And
ring
10. Thank you so much for nothing. And here's Soul through the beak. How are they doing? They're about even. Actually, they're about -5. So Soul and Webb better pick it up here if they want to get advance. Again, top 4 teams advance. And Stevie Wheel hits again. Top 4 teams advance. It is eliminator format, not match play. 2 games total for these teams. Yes, I want to say thanks so much to Jeff Barden, who added $1,000 to this event.
Absolutely.
And he'll also be adding a lot. He adds 5,000 total, 1,500 for seniors and women's, 2,000 for singles. There's a Yankee Lanes Manchester event coming up later in the year. So Jeff Barden is just the overall.
Kirker missed that 10 pin.
Kirker flags that 10 pin. So thanks so much to Jeff. He bowled. I crossed with Jeff today.
Yeah.
And we were equally struggling, shall we say, on the lanes. It was nice to see Tony Renaud make the cut, but he didn't make it through the last round. And Susie was here as well. Thanks for their sponsorship. Vinny Grizan at Ace Mitchell. I'm going to be doing some business with them. I need a oiling machine. Turns out I got to buy it through them. Better Bowling Concepts, Bill Daly, SPI, Leanne Hultzenberg. We do have some commercials actually from Storm. We might be playing during the 1,000th event if we can figure out how to do it, Gas.
Nice.
And they're definitely supporting our event. Chris Forey, Buddy's Pro Shop, on his way back from the Lucy. $10,000 Paul Forey Memorial is going this year, so that's great. And obviously annual awards and money to his event. Chris Viali, Cambridge Credit. Can't say enough about Mr. Viali and his sponsorship of not only Cambridge, but all the sponsorships that he secures for us. Kenny Keegan, Logo Infusion. The latest Logo Infusion staffer, Andrew Hall.
Really?
Yes, for IM Bowling.
Nice.
So congratulations to Andrew. And if you use the code AHALL, some AHALL.
I was going to say, you better say that carefully.
I'm sorry to curse him with that name. I really do. He goes down to Buddies and they go, hey, is there a ball here for some A-Hall? I'm like, so I apologize, Andrew, for cursing it. It's like a boy named Sue kind of a thing. But anyway, if you use the code AHALL on IM Bowling, you will get Andrew's discount and he will get the credit. So we'd very much appreciate that if you could do that. Strike FX Pro Shops, John Van Hees, Alex, Steven, all the guys down there. Randy Hagamoser, obviously, everybody who's here. Turbo Grips, Chris Sand, Tech Vision. This is a Tech Vision production you're seeing right now. Rich Reynolds at Bullwinkle's Pro Shop. Al Casper at Savage Arms. Callahan's Bowlerama, obviously the 1,000th coming up. John Zwalik at DJ's Pro Shop. I practiced with John the other day. LaRue, co-sponsor of the Chamois. LaRue Marlowe at Many Styles of Bowling. Thank you for that, LaRue. Roger Burrell at Bloomfield Electric. GMS Concrete, Clay Schwartz. Dexter, Paul Sylvia. Care Strikeforce, Tony Mendiola. Grog Monster Sports, Greg Flamond. Ideal Bowling Concepts, Keith Lang. East Coast Sports Investors, Jeff Dawson. DJBT, Jeff Purchase. Nate Purchase tossing the cap today to make the cut. And he and his partner shoots 500 the last game, and they make it. So big shot there by Ian Fitzpatrick trying to get back in this match. And DJBT, Jeff Purchase, this is a junior event. And usebowlingballs.com, Mitchell Pincus. And finally, Island Bowling Supply, Joe Farley. We will not be giving away balls, unfortunately, at the last round today. Those are only Sunday events, Gas. They would give away the 2 bowling balls from Island Bowling Supply. So that will be tomorrow. We'll be giving away the balls. So there's your sponsor read of the day. And Kevin
Do a
Tebow.
little score check here. What do we got? We got so Monroy had the front 6, but he went through the face and let the 4, 6, 7, 10.
Whoops.
His partner is pacing at 190 right now. No doubles and clean. Now he's going for double here, and he's got it. So that gets them.
So he's plus.
They're in that 40 over range right now, right?
That's right. Yep, they're
doing the math right.
That's right.
And they're not opponent, but they're right.
They're 36 over right now.
Right.
Plus 18.
These 2 teams right now are on pace to make it.
Yeah.
We think. And
a
then
quick look at their
on
score
9 and
against
10,
these guys. Let's look at the 9 and 10 score.
Tyler Perry just went through the face for 4-7-10.
Ooh, that hurts.
That's going to get them. They're going to fall to about less than 10 over, right?
Yeah. Now Wheel is 27 over, but Kevin is 26 under.
Right.
So they're
So
exactly even.
Right. They need
And
this one.
Wheel
and
comes up
that's
high
no-
for a 4-pin. Can't get it.
Right. So they're in trouble.
They're even. They need
Both of the
they're
teams
gonna
on
need
7
30
and
or 40
8.
over soon.
Both of the teams on 7 and 8 are in the hunt.
50,
Not there yet, but
72,
that's Soul
90.
and Webb and
Soul and
Wilbur.
Soul and Webb are about even. They're about even. A lot of teams even. Gas.
And then I can't see down to 5 and 6. I'm going to get the trusty binoculars out and see if we can.
Live streaming binoculars, Sauce.
Nate Clark just doubled in the 10th, but I can't see what the score says.
They're in the 10th.
Oh, he's in the
already?
two teens. He's in the 240s.
Wow.
He's in the 240s, and what's the bottom guy got?
158 in the 8th. So he's pacing to
So
minus 2
they
right
should
now.
be okay, assuming that Ditto marks in the 10th. They're
He's-
going to be 40-something over at least.
Yeah, Nate Clark's going to go 48.
Yeah.
And let's see. Clausen's got. He just doubled for 2-teen.
And his partner is got
John
a chance to shoot
Kirker.
225 still.
Kirker can shoot 225 still, correct. So
Right.
if they do that, they can get to 37.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
So
the most they
it's
if they
going to be
both
close to
double.
the range we thought.
If they both double.
Kevin needs this one badly.
And he gets out of the side of it, rolls up. Another 4-pin, no thank you. No love there. Squeezed it a little bit. Come on, guys. Got to get to at least 30 over, and Nate Clark finishes it off for 248. Nice game, Nate. And
He bowled
his
good last week
partner-
up there also. He finished in the
Did
top
he?
4, I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
And Ditto is even. He just needs a mark probably to make it. And big
Brockett
shot
with a
here
triple.
by Brockett. Picking up Chris Monroy. These
They're in
guys,
good
these
shape.
guys are a lock.
They're in good shape.
These guys are locked. Here's Ian Fitzpatrick rolling it up the edge. Won't make the corner. So what do we got for Fitzpatrick? Those guys are, he's 28 over, but his partner is 19 under. So they're only about 9 over. This is Ian and Tyler, our high qualifiers.
And now that I say it,
Right
Ian
now.
was also in the top 4 last week. He was the other guy in the top 4.
Was
so.
he?
Yeah, it was Monroy, Arturo, Nate, and Ian was the top 4.
So let's check in on Barcombe and Wilbur. Barcombe pacing to 2-0. Wilbur pacing to 220. So they're at about 25 over right now in the 9th. Neither one struck in the
Ditto's
9th.
10 back.
Ditto flushes in the 10th.
they're good.
Huge shot.
They're good. That gets them in the 450s.
And that's going to put him at 80. Yep. Oh, they're done. They're done.
Yep.
Kirker now has pretty much must double.
Monroy
to
just
make it.
scrambled to 5-7.
Wow. There's some friendly roll. Chris has been tripping 6s, and you know he normally complains about his luck, but not today. he's had a pretty good carry today.
Kirker just
And
labeled
Kirker-
10 in the pit.
Yes, he did. Flush for Kirker. Looking at 2-teen now. They're 20
So they're in the 420s.
something.
Another strike for the 430s.
Yep. And there's
Oh,
a
and there's a whiff 10.
big miss by the Kilburns. Not a good time for that. Puts him back in the 2-teens and another 2-teen. They're in the 30s.
Well,
so we're gonna have to see
I'm
how
gonna,
we end
I'm gonna
up
go
here.
on a limb and say Steve Dale needs them all from here.
Might.
You're gonna need them all. And there's one.
30. Well,
Ditto.
Kevin can still go 94 to go -6.
Yeah.
But then he'd be that would put him at 221 if Wheel doesn't double. That's not going to be enough.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Steve needs them all to
Yeah.
get the 250s.
Yeah.
And then if Kevin shoots 190, 440 might be enough. That's trouble. That's trouble.
Oh, Kilburn.
All right,
not
so now
having
we
a
got
good
one
ninth
team that might
frame
be
here.
dropping out. There might be one spot
That's right.
available for somebody to sneak in, and
might be
Kirker
go-
just left another ring 10.
This might be going down. Gas. I'm not sure it's going to make
Well,
it
let's
to
see.
the
What do we?
440s.
So what is
And there's a Farkle flying across. Won't go for Tyler Perry. And now he's still pacing to a $180. Where's Soul at?
he just got 5 through the middle on a
Soul
double.
just went 5 through the middle. Where are those guys? Everybody
They're
having
in-
trouble now.
Wow.
So Webb pacing to 212. Soul is going to go 78. Soul's going to go 80-something, 180-something. Soul's going to go on. I think they're going to be out. I think that's going to do it for Soul and Webb. Wouldn't have thought of that team.
No, I mean, unless even if he makes it, they can only get in the 420s, right?
Right. And Kirker goes by that.
That was a fill ball, but that's still.
So let's give
425.
425 for Kirker.
Yep.
Yep. Here we go.
What is Ditto and not that it matters, but what do they got? 460, 470. The other guys.
Yeah, those guys are lock. They're 240 and 210. So give them 265. Call it 65 for Ditto. Actually, he went through the beak. So how about, if you want to be exact, 63 for Ditto. Ian Fitzpatrick, big shot. So 63 for Ditto. You got that?
Yep.
Okay. Matt Brockett. These guys are locked, right? 70,
After
90,
those two doubles, they are, yeah.
Deuce, 240. Yeah, they're in the 60s already. Just marks will do it for them. And that's not the way to mark.
So even with the two opens, Kilburn with the two opens in the ninth frame, they're still in this. They
can go.
They're 21 over right now.
Yeah.
Strike up here, another strike here will get him in the 30 over range.
And Kevin gets one to come back and carry. Big shot there. Kevin Tebow needed it. And here's Webb for any hope. Let's see if he goes 222. 22 minus 12. The best Webb can do is plus 10.
Yeah, plus 10's not going to do it, I don't think.
With Soul, yeah.
But
best they can do.
It could. I mean, some of these teams are falling apart and there's some frames left.
I'm telling you, this is going down. I mean, this ninth frame has not been kind. Oh, big shot there by Tyler Perry. What a back end he's getting. Jeesh. Well, that thing sees friction. It goes crazy. All right.
So they're only plus 9 right now, but they got two strikes out.
Wilbur
that's
the Farkle.
Farkle.
He rolls it and gets
Vialli's right behind them watching. Wilbur turned around and pointed at him.
He says, "That's a Farkle." That's a rolling Farkle.
All right,
so
Steve Dale must strike, I think.
But unfortunately, 35. Oh, ran it through the beak, through the break. So the best Wilbur can do is 35 minus 3 is 32 over. That's if Wilbur gets this one. They're at 22 right now. And Webb goes through it. I think they're done. Webb is going to go 212 max.
Yep.
Minus 188 is going to put Webb in even. The best they can do is even.
Even?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give them even. It's not going to make it.
That ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
So Steve and Kevin actually are still in this, even though they missed, because if they.
Eric Kilburn. That's okay. It was
that was just a fill ball.
214 on the fill here.
So Steve can still shoot 237.
I think it's going to be in the 20s. Gas. Webb does make that for 212. That makes them even. Webb and Soul. Soul disappointing. 188 on that pair. Not liking the breakdown.
And Steve makes his spare, so they can still get in the 430s. So they're not done yet. I thought that they needed that one.
I think the 30s are going to make it.
Yeah.
At this point. There's Matt Brockett for 210. And give him 211. We didn't pick our winner for the top 8.
A good shot by Kilburn on ring 10. So they can get to 420 with a mark and a strike on the fill ball. 420, which would put them third already.
So Wilbur just went through the beak, and the best he can do is 25.
Kevin just caved in.
Wow.
Caved in the middle of the rack.
Jersey squasher.
Oof.
So Wilbur just went through the beak, 25. If he makes this, they're at 22.
Well, that's big because that's going to keep them ahead of the Kilburn team no matter what.
22.
Okay, so now we got a 465, we got a 425, and we got a 422.
All right, you got the bottom 4 scores, right? It was just the feature pair of scores we got to worry about now.
Yeah, so Kilburn, if he fills this up, is 420.
Yeah, he's got to make this.
Oh, my God, Ian just stole the 9 pin.
What did he do?
Stone 9.
Stop it. He flushed it. So 228. But then, Ian just took his shirt off.
What just happened?
Ian went flush 9. He just took his shirt off. He's changing his shirt. I don't think I've ever seen that in the finals. Here's an on-the-fly shirt change. I guess he's taking off his name shirt. I guess he's kind of mad. Here's Kevin. And blows
Instant payback.
Blower 7.
Instant
For
payback.
$1.83, minus 17.
So if Steve
They're
strikes
plus
out,
10 right now. The best they can do is plus 20.
we could have a tie at 420.
Whoa, that'd be interesting. Yeah, no problem. You can give the.
Well, here's the problem. Ian's changing his shirt. They're not out of it yet. They could still shoot 429.
228 and then 201. Yeah, they could still 29 over still. And he does make it. But Tyler's going to really, he's got to double. They've got to get to the 20s, right?
Yes. Yeah, we got 422 is third right now.
Kilborn crosses over for 206.
420.
There's a 420 exactly.
So actually, hold on. 420 is already out.
Is it?
Yeah, we got a 465 and a 425 down on 7 and
Yep.
8, right?
Yeah.
And then you got 422
And you got Monroy.
and you got Monroy. So right
So
now
420's
422
out,
is the number.
400 is
420
out.
can't make it.
420 can't make it. So the best Wheel can shoot is 237 minus 7. He can shoot 30 over. Will
no,
that do it? Will
420.
That make it?
420.
No, 207.
There-
Oh, right, 17, sorry.
Right, so
37
it's
bets 420. That's
the only
out.
team that can
They're
jump
out.
in now is Fitzpatrick and Tyler.
Fitzpatrick goes 7. He fried out. So he goes 7 through the beak, 225.
Yeah, 426 if Tyler gets them all.
Can that do it?
Yes. Tyler needs a double. So right now we have Monroy's in.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
they're done. They're in
Right,
50,
no, I'm just saying we
they're
have
52. Write it down. Put 452.
Monroy's in.
Yeah, 452.
The
465 is
Ditto and Nate Clark team is in.
in. 425 is in.
Kirker's
Right?
team was 425, right?
Yeah,
Is in.
they're in.
So right now the number is
No, they're
420.
420. No, Kirker was 4. Yeah,
Well,
they're
their scores are already
425.
gone.
They're 425.
Yeah, 422 is the number right now.
Right.
And Tyler needs a double to get in, and that's it.
Right.
If Tyler doubles, they're in. If Tyler does not double,
And Stevie and
who was the team that was 422? Was
Wheel
that?
is out.
Yes.
That's Wilbur.
Wilbur was 422. Okay, so yeah,
So
the
they're
Wilbur
on the
team
bubble.
is on the bubble
They
right
were on
now.
the bubble last time. They were
Tyler
the
needs a
number last
double.
time.
Tyler needs a double to jump in. Otherwise, the defending champions stay alive.
So that's it.
We believe.
Okay. So who's in? Ditto,
Ditto, Monroy,
Monroy,
Kirker.
and will be Tyler
The Wilbur
Perry
team
if
is
he-
on the fence.
So they have to double. He's got
Tyler
to
needs double.
to get to the 20s, right? Needs 2. There's 1. There's 1.
And if he throws the strike, they need to get to 423. So he will need
He needs
7 on the strike and 7.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the 183 by Kevin sunk them. Yeah, it's not going to. Wheel's going to shoot 230. It's not going to be enough.
He's acting like he thinks it matters, but I don't think he
Yeah,
knows it doesn't.
It doesn't matter. 420.
Unless we miss something.
No, I don't think so,
Wouldn't be the
buddy.
first
No, I
time.
don't think so. 422. You got 422 is in. And this to pass it, Tyler Perry. So you can bet Wilbur will be watching this shot pretty closely. That's an open play coming in on either side here. Tyler Perry for the semifinals. Needs it. Needs it. Gets it. Tough in the 10th. Tyler Perry running him out. 2-0. Now what does he need? He's got to beat 422.
7.
7 will give him 423. That's right. Needs 7. Wheel thinks he's got it with 420.
No, he
not
probably
enough.
knows now.
Not enough.
He knows now.
Well, he knows.
But he didn't know if
he
Ty-
didn't
he
know
didn't-
he was
right.
already out.
He didn't know that didn't matter what Tyler
He
did.
didn't know he was already out. And he's cursing out lane 9, sadly. The lane that Tyler Perry just doubled on. We will do another draw for the next pairs, which will be 9 through 12. And Tyler
Enough.
definitely got his 8. That's it. So 425. What's the number? 425. Right?
So we got a 465, 425, 425, and 422. And we had two 420s.
No, these guys are 460. You didn't write it down. These guys are 460 something.
Oh, Monroy, sorry.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't write it. I didn't write the number.
460.
I just circled them
whatever it
as
is.
lock.
460, 460, 425,
Yeah.
and 425.
425.
Yeah.
Right
and
over
there's
here.
another 420.
And another
There's
420.
another 420.
So yeah,
wow,
he had a
was that
422. The cutter's gonna be 425, right? And he had a 422, a 420, and a 420.
Damn.
Missed.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
So many close cuts. Unreal. Anyway, folks, we're done with the round of 8. We'll come back with a round of 4. We'll be in the same Mevo setup. And stick with us. It's going to be an exciting finish. We'll talk in a minute.